All right. Thank you, everyone. Welcome to the show, Money Talks, where all we talk is money. I'm your host today. My name is Jeff Badu. I'm a parallel entrepreneur and a wealth multiplier. I'm the founder and CEO of Badu Enterprises, LLC, which is a multinational conglomerate in the finance industry. And what we do is we provide a suite of financial services, including our marquee company, which is Badu Tax Services. And that's the firm that provides tax preparation, tax planning, and tax representation services to individuals and families, and also individuals and businesses across all 50 states in the U.S. And we have clients that reside in over 25 countries at the moment. We also have Badu, we have Badu Investments LLC, which is mainly our real estate investment company. What we do there is we invest in apartment buildings, rental properties, essentially to restore traditionally underserved communities. And then also, to provide them with better housing in exchange for some cash flow. All right. Then we have Badu Life and Health Solutions LLC, which is our life insurance company. What we do is we provide life insurance products and solutions to individuals, families, and small businesses. We also have health insurance, by the way. And then for me, none of this would mean much if I was not giving back to the community. And that's where we have the Badu Foundation, where we provide financial literacy education to the youth ages 6 to 18, where we're teaching them on topics such as budgeting, saving, investing, and scholarships. My purpose in life is to inspire and support the super hungry to take hold of infinite resources in order to create an abundant lifestyle. Happy Valentine's Day, especially to the ladies that are listening. Happy Valentine's Day. I know this is a very special day for a lot of people. Of course, show love each and every day, but today is a day designated, right? It's a specially made day as we celebrate with special days Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day if you're listening. By the way, we're streaming live today from the home office. All right. We are live on, looks like we're live on Facebook, and then we're also on Instagram. All right, let me make sure I get my timer. On me. Forgot to put on my watch this evening, unfortunately. So now I'm going to have a timer here that is going to keep track of the time. Welcome, everyone. If you're tuning in, welcome to Money Talks, where all we talk is money. We're streaming live today on Facebook and Instagram. If you don't mind liking the video, sharing the video, and also tagging a friend or two to listen with you to get this valuable information. All right. There's no sense in keeping information all to yourself. Share with other people. Be a blessing to many, and you will get it tenfold in return. Today, our topic is how to get $500,000 plus. How to get $500,000 plus for your small business. All right. How to get $500,000 plus for your small business. Let me repeat that. Let me correct that. How to get up to $500,000 for your business. So if you're looking for money for your business, you're at the right place. Badu Tax Services is actually offering a new service, right, called basically we're funding. We're allowed to fund you through our lending partner, right? So Badu Tax Services does have a new service. We call it the BTS term loans. And we're basically going to talk about an overview of the program and how to get up to $500,000 for your business. All right. We may not even go to full time today because I'll just give you some highlights, some reasons why you would want to take advantage, who qualifies, and how to get started, right? How to move on with the process. So by the end of today, you should be able to unpack how to get up to $500,000 for your business. Now, whatever you decide to do with that information is completely up to you. You can decide to say, hey, you know what? Let me just take the information and don't do anything with it. All right, as most people will do. Or you can be one of very, very few people, maybe less than 10%, who actually takes action and actually moves forward and takes advantage of the program. All right. So the question of the day is, which category will you fall under? Where will you fall under? You know, so before we get into the topic, and it looks like maybe having a few lighting issues. If you see a little blink with the light, a little lighting issues. We're streaming live from the home office today, right? We're not in the WJC studio today. We're streaming live from home. Home office. I've actually been in the same home office for about 6 years now. You know, we're not in a big fancy corporate office downtown or anything like that. We do everything from home nowadays, as most people do. All right, so let's get into the market report. This is very interesting. As of February 11th, 2022, as of last Friday, the major benchmark indexes closed last week lower. Rising tensions over the Russia-Ukraine, right? There's a big tension going on between Russia and Ukraine. If you have not been paying attention to the news, this is very important. Right, coupled with rising inflation made investors a bit skittish towards stocks. All right, a higher than expected jump in the consumer price index, CPI for short, added to jitters over an accelerated tightening of the Federal Reserve's monetary policy. The Nasdaq, the S&P 500, and the Dow each lost value last week. All right, each lost value last week. While the Russell 2000, right, the Russell 2000 and the Global Dow advanced. As of late Friday afternoon, concerns increased that Russia could invade Ukraine any day now. An invasion will likely spur sanctions against Russia's exports of oil and gas, causing supply to decrease and prices to rise. What happens when supply goes down? Prices go up. And naturally, demand goes up too, which further increases prices. It's all simple economics. All right, crude oil prices rose nearly 1.7% last week, following Friday's 4% jump in the price per barrel. 10-year Treasury yields were volatile last week, reaching 2%, only to drop back down to 1.95% by the end of the week. Gold prices rose for the second consecutive week. Meanwhile, fourth quarter earnings data continued to be mainly positive, with 78% of the S&P 500, right, which is composed of the top 500 companies in the U.S., they exceeded earnings estimates. So 78% of the S&P 500 are actually doing good, basically, which is pretty good odds. I mean, that's almost 80%. That's almost 8 out of 10, right? These are companies that will be around for a long time. They've been around for a long time, will continue to be around for a very, very long time. You're talking companies like Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, Johnson & Johnson, Google, Nike, right? All the big companies that's out there right now. So last Monday saw Wall Street end lower as stocks gave back gains from earlier in the day. The Nasdaq fell 0.6%, while declines in communication services and IT dragged the S&P 500 0.4% lower. All right, so that was last Monday. Last Monday essentially was down a little bit. Last Tuesday, even bond yields approached their highest level since November 2019. 10-year treasuries jumped 4 basis points to close at 1.95%. Let's see here. Nasdaq went up 1.3%. Dow went up 1.1%. S&P 500 went up 0.8%. So good day last Tuesday. Last Wednesday, tech shares led a broad-based stock market rally last Wednesday. All right, last Wednesday, the stock market went up. S&P 500 went up 1.5%, and then Nasdaq went up 2.1%. So all good there. Let's talk about last Thursday. What happened last Thursday? Each of the benchmark indexes essentially lost ground, so actually went down last Thursday on the heels of the largest annual increase in the consumer price index. This is the benchmark for tracking inflation. CPI, consumer price index, 7.5%. Inflation rate right now is at 7.5%. This is the highest it's been, the largest increase since February of 1982. February of 1982. A very, very, very long time. All right. You're talking what? That's 40 years. That's 40 years to my calculation. All right. The noteworthy jump in price inflation adds to the likelihood that the Federal Reserve will be more aggressive in pushing the federal funds rate higher beginning in March, meaning interest rates will be increasing starting next month. All right. Last Friday, stocks closed sharply lower last Friday due to the Russia and Ukraine tensions, right? Trade wars, Russia and Ukraine tensions. This leads to an increase in oil prices, increase in gas prices, increase in a lot of stuff due to different trade agreements, right? Due to ports and all of that stuff. So ultimately, NASDAQ went down 2.8%. S&P 500 unfortunately went down 1%. It basically dropped everything. So it really slit the markets. So far this year, the Dow Jones is still down 4.4%. NASDAQ, which is composed mainly of technology companies like Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, Google, is down 11.85% so far this year. 11.85% so far this year. The S&P 500, which is composed of the top 500 companies in the U.S., is down 7.29%. Russell 2000 is down 9.58%. Global Dow is up 2.42% so far this year. So it is looking pretty ugly in the markets, but don't fear not, right? Fear not, for what comes down must go right back up. Fear not, because what goes down must come right back up. The stock market will go up no matter what, right? 5 years from now, stock prices will probably double at least. And 10 years from now, they'll triple or quadruple. So be in the long game. Remember, being in the stock market is like being in a relationship, right? Being in the stock market is like being in a relationship. You have to play the long game, the long-term game. You don't play the short-term, oh, let's make a quick buck, right? That's not going to help you when it comes to investing. When we're talking about investing, we're talking about building long-term sustainable wealth. Long-term sustainable wealth. And speaking of investing, next Thursday, we're actually hosting an event called Building Multi-Generational Wealth in a Pandemic World. Building Multi-Generational Wealth in a Pandemic World. That is next Thursday, not this Thursday, but next Thursday from 6 to 7 p.m. Central via Zoom. My beautiful wife, Yvonne, which, of course, we're celebrating Valentine's Day today and our 3-year anniversary, right? 3-year anniversary today as well. But basically, text the word generation, to 773-819-5675. Once again, set the word generation to 773-819-5675 to RSVP for the event. It is next Thursday. We're talking about building multi-generational wealth in a pandemic world. Building multi-generational wealth in a pandemic world next Thursday, right? Next Thursday. And my beautiful wife, Yvonne, will be on a panel, right? So we'll be having a panel. And we'll be doing a fun Q&A. We'll be doing some fun Q&A, right? We'll open it up to the audience for questions as well. So we'd love to see everybody attend that. It's a free event, no charge. The flyer will be coming out tomorrow, right? The flyer will be coming out tomorrow. It is going to be our biggest event of the month. Biggest event of the month. We usually do one big event, each month. And then we may do a few smaller events as well. Thank you, Desi, for putting the chat. Text the word generation. Text the word generation to 773-819-5675 to RSVP for the event next Thursday. All right, thank you, Leslie. He says congrats. Absolutely. Yeah, it's been a great journey, great relationship, and I look forward to continuing the great journey many more years ahead. So basically, right, the stock market, investing in general, is a long game. It is a long game, right? It is not a quick buck. It's not about getting instant gratification. Sometimes it might take a year, 2 years to make a profit on an investment, which is fine. all right, which is perfectly fine. Be in it for the long run. Don't be in it just for the quick buck. Think about not just you and your generation, but think about many more generations to come after you. All right, think about many more generations to come after you. You know, so something to always keep in mind. Play the long game. All right, now let's talk about what to look forward to this week right here, Valentine's Day week. Inflation and housing information take the stage this week. Inflationary indicators available this week include the latest producer price index, PPI, import and export prices, and the retail sales report. Producer prices slowed in December, increasing only 0.2%. However, since December 2020, producer prices rose nearly 10%. 10%, meaning it's more expensive to produce for suppliers by 10% compared to 12 months ago. Right? Inflation to the consumer is at 7.5%, but to the producer, they're actually taking a bigger hit, 10%. So guess what's going to happen? Prices will increase even more because the producers will pass the price increases to the consumers. So things will get more expensive. And one of the most valuable assets on the planet right now, if you don't have your hands on it, I encourage you to get your hands on some. Real estate, right? Apartment buildings, heavily in low supply and heavy in high demand. For me, I mean, I'm the type of guy that I'll put every penny that I own into real estate. I kid you not. I'm just that type of guy. I usually don't recommend it for my clients to put all your eggs in one basket. But hey, for me, I believe in it. I understand it. I'm putting it all in there. All right. Now, there will be reserves, right? There will be different investments. There's the business. You know, there's a tax business, life insurance business. There's life insurance policies, right? There's a stock market. Yeah, there will be money spread across. But real estate is where it's at. Real estate. Not the virtual stuff. I'm not talking the meta world or anything like that. I'm talking the real world, real estate, right? The real thing that you can touch, you can hold, and you can see. All right. So inflation is a real thing. And you're talking about this Russia-Ukraine basically war. You're talking the Canadian border basically was shut down last week due to the truckers going on strike. You're talking COVID-19, of course. Let's not forget about the pandemic. I mean, it can get real serious. I wouldn't be surprised if inflation went up to 20% this year. Right? 20% inflation. That means $100 today is worth $80 12 months from now. $100 today is worth $80 12 months from now because you lost 20% of your money's value. That's pretty scary. That means you need to earn a return of at least 20% just to keep up with inflation. And in 5 years, your $100 will be worth zero. It'll be worth nothing. You would need $200 just to be worth the same as that $100 that you have today. That is the power of inflation. So please invest your money. Don't be scared. All right. Both import and export prices have also been on a rise. For the 12 months ended in December 2021, import prices climbed 10.4%. All right. And export prices advanced 14.7%. 14.7%. Sales at the retail level actually receded in November and December 2021. However, retail sales increased 19.3% in 2021. The housing sector has been a mixed bag of late, with existing home sales falling 4.6% in December, while new home sales rose. That trend is likely to continue as December saw building permits 9.1% and housing starts 1.4% increase, which should increase the inventory of new homes for sale. All right, so it looks like there are building more homes, but real estate is still a very scarce resource, right? The U.S. is actually running out of land. And on top of that, they're not building fast enough. They're not building fast enough to keep up with the demand. That's why home prices are going up so high, is because the supply is low and the demand is high. Simple economics. What's the equation, right? it's increased prices, right? Decreased supply plus increased demand equals a hike in prices, a deep hike. So if you own real estate, then you should be doing pretty good because your prices are just going to keep going up. And we all know the price of real estate will go up. Your house today will double in value within the next 5 years. It will happen, right? It will happen. It's just natural. So real estate is a very good investment. And guess what? Even when it goes up, you have the lender's money where you borrowed it from them. But guess who gets to keep 100% of the equity in the home when it goes up? You do, unless, of course, you go into foreclosure or anything like that. So for me, I literally grab real estate, right? I grab it, I take hold of it, and I'm keeping it. I'm not selling this stuff, right? I'm keeping it, I'm holding it, I'm not selling it because it's extremely valuable. Now, we may raise equity for certain deals. We may sell our position or a percentage of our ownership in certain deals to release some cash flow, or cash. Maybe we're experiencing a cash shortage or something like that. So be very strategic in all the things that you do and understand that real estate is a very, very valuable asset. Nonetheless, invest your money, whether it's stocks, crypto. Shout out to Coinbase, by the way, yesterday. That commercial was quite fabulous. Very, very few words, right? And just a QR code that was just going around your screen. So you just want to keep these things in mind. All right, so welcome everyone. If you're just joining us to the show Money Talks, where all we talk is money. And today we're going to talk about how to get up to $500,000 for your business. You might want to take some notes. By the way, if you haven't read this book yet, available on Amazon, it's called Infinite Expansion. You might want to read a copy. It talks about the 12 steps to creating an abundant lifestyle. It is on Amazon. One of the steps to creating an abundant lifestyle is to take notes anytime you're listening to important information. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and talk through this. So Badu Tax Services, which is the mother company of Badu Enterprises, LLC, has been blessed with a partnership where we can now offer term loans. All right, term loans up to $500,000. Now, for those who need to leave early, let me just tell you the word to text, right? Text, let's go ahead and let's come up with the word here. Let's see. Text money, right? Let's just do this. Text money to 773-819-5675. Once again, 773-819-5675. Text the word money to 773-819-5675. And we'll get you, right? We'll send you the next steps. If you're interested, we'll go ahead and send you the next steps, the survey, all that good stuff. So basically, we've been blessed with this partnership. We've partnered with a bank. We're into a partnership with a bank, a financial institution that can give you up to $500,000 for your small business. This is a term loan. This is a loan that you do have to pay back, right? But it's a term loan. It's up to 60 months or 5 years. All right. So we actually can submit the application directly for you on your behalf, of course, for a small fee, but we can get you up to $500,000 for your business to do the things that you needed to do. So essentially, this really gives you the ability to stabilize or grow your revenue over time, right? Maybe you got some expensive debt and you're looking to refinance them, then this would be a great option for you. So we can get you up to between $25,000 and $500,000, depending on your credit score, your personal credit score, your business revenue, years in business, what type of business you are. We have a whole pre-qualification survey that's available. And if you text the word money, right? Thank you, Desi. Text the word money to 773-819-5675. We could get you started. We could get the process started by sending you that survey. We'll respond with the pre-qualification survey for you. That's what we'll do as soon as you send that text. So the terms are 12 months, 18 months, 24 months, 36 months, 48 months, or 60 months. So basically 1 to 5 year terms, right? 1 to 5 year terms. Thank you, Desi, for taking those notes. Always important to take notes, and for taking notes for our listeners today on Instagram. So we got 12 to 60 month terms, $25,000 to $500,000 loan amount, payback of up to 60 months, 5 years. We can get you approved in as quickly as 24 hours. 24 hours. And on top of that, we can get you funded within 72 hours. We can get you approved within 24 hours of submitting your application. And then we can get you funded within 72 hours of that same time frame. The repayments can be done either weekly, bi-monthly, or monthly. My advice, do the monthly option. All right, do the monthly option. Monthly payments, put that in your budget. Now, if you're looking to qualify, here are the preferred criteria. We love those who their annual revenue is greater than $100,000, so 6-figure plus businesses. We love those types of businesses with this program. 650 and above credit score, so 650 and above credit score, personal credit. And if you don't have the credit, maybe use other people's credit. All right. And then at least 18 months in business. So a little over a year, all right, year and a half in business. So let me just go over the criteria one more time. Revenue greater than 100,000. So a 6-figure plus business. 650 and above personal credit score. And if you don't have the credit, we can do some credit repair, or you can use other people's credit. Maybe you sell a portion of your company to somebody else in exchange for their credit, and then you can give them a payback. All right. And somebody asked a question. Let's see. Dr. Rona. Shout out to Dr. Rona from church, Christ Center of Hope. Happy Valentine's Day, Dr. Rona. If it's a startup, unfortunately, we can't do the startup ones. But, reach out to us anyway. Text the word money. To 773-819-5675. 773-819-5675. Text the word money to that number, and we can maybe get you into another program. So this program specifically is for those who have $100,000 plus annual revenue in their business, 650 or above credit score, and then at least 18 months in business. Now, you're probably thinking, why in the world would I want to take out a loan? Man, these crushing loans, right? You read somewhere that the borrower is slave to the lender. Why in the world would you take out loans? Why in the world does Apple have millions of dollars in debt, although they have cash of billions, right? They got billions of dollars in cash, and they also borrow billions of dollars. Why in the world would someone like that do that? Like, why would you take out money? Why would you want to expand your business? Why in the world would you want to borrow money from somebody? Well, let me give you some reasons. Number one, it gives you access to the full cash amount up front. So if you are to get a $500,000 loan, within 72 hours, it will end up in your bank account. Right, the full $500,000. We're not talking installments. We're talking the full $500,000. Right. Number two, it helps you grow your business. Maybe you want to hire more people. Maybe you want to acquire a building. Maybe you want to use this money as the down payment source for a rental property. Maybe you're looking to buy equipment. Maybe you're looking to you're maybe looking to acquire another business, perhaps. This would be a good use of the money. Has monthly payments, good terms. You can also cover short-term expenses like payroll. Maybe you need some fronted cash to run payroll and sustain your business. I remember when I was first in business, when I first got started, it was tough. Literally, it was living paycheck to paycheck. It was living basically business revenue to business revenue, right? So that's how it was. It was tough. You go through these moments in business. Now, thankfully, right, we're living in abundance, but through humble beginnings, we've been through some tough times. All right. I've actually almost filed bankruptcy. Almost, right? Almost. Thankfully, I didn't have to, but almost twice in my life due to some deals that went south. All right. You can get the interest you pay is tax deductible, right? Interest you pay is tax deductible. And then you can free up operational cash flow. So instead of all your money going to payroll and to, all these expenses, training and education, right? Accounting fees, legal and professional, you can now get a loan at good, favorable terms. Always look at the terms, right? Pay those recurring expenses and then use your cash flow to pay the loan back and also do other things with the money. Also, you can use it for a broad range of business needs, equipment purchasing. Maybe you want to acquire another business. Maybe you want to buy somebody's book of business. Maybe you want to tap into another industry altogether, right? You want to be careful with that. We've learned about Meta or Facebook. Their stock price is down 30% in just the past 7 days. So you want to be careful getting away from your core business. Always stick to your core. And some people might be asking, well, why is Badu Tax Services a tax firm offering term loans? The reason why is because our purpose is to inspire and support the super hungry to take hold of infinite resources in order to create an abundant lifestyle. The infinite resources we speak of, up to $500,000 for your business. All right. What is our vision? Our vision is to create a community of abundance. Right? What is our mission? Our mission is to help you get there through our robust tax and financial services. We don't just do tax, right? We were never just a tax firm. We're a multinational conglomerate within the company called Badu Enterprises, LLC, which is composed of 10 major businesses within that company. All right, Dr. Rona says, God blessings to you, your business, and your family. Amen to that. I receive it. Amen to that. Thank you, Dr. Rona. So that is it, right? That is the term loan that we're offering. Up to $500,000 for your business, for your small business. Text the word money, right? Text the word money to 773-819-5675. Once again, money to 773-819-5675. Now remember, I mentioned earlier, there's two types of people that are listening to this. Those who will listen to this information but not do anything about it. And those who will actually listen, own it, claim it, and actually do something about it. They will actually text the word money to 773-819-5675. I can say about 10% of people will actually take action. And you might be wondering, why in the world do 9 out of 10 small businesses fail within the first 5 years? Because they don't take action when they hear information like this, right? They play the skeptical game. They're always skeptical of something. All right, so I encourage you to take action. By the way, happy Valentine's Day once again, especially to the ladies that are listening. Valentine's Day is a very, very special day for me personally, myself, my wife, and my family. And so for today, we're actually going to do a special, right? 50% off the Infinite Wealth course. 50% off the Infinite Wealth course. You can text, the code is infinite. The code is infinite. And you can go on either my website, jeffbadu.com, jeffbadu.com, click on the link to the Infinite Wealth course, and then type in the code infinite to get 50% off the course. If you're on IG, just go to my profile, and it's a second link in my bio, and type in the code infinite. Type in the code infinite to get 50% off the Infinite Wealth course. That is the Valentine's Day special that we're doing today, especially for you being a loyal listener to the show Money Talks, where all we talk is money. Usually we're streaming from the studio, right, on 98.3 FM in Chicago, but we decided to stream from home today, right, home office. This is not a big fancy office downtown or anything like that. This is just a home office. We've been here for 6 years now. We may move one day, but who knows when that day will be. And so with that being said, we're offering term loans through Badu Tax Services. And you can get up to $500,000 for your business. Text the word money. Text the word money to 773-819-5675. 773-819-5675. We also have our special event. Myself and my beautiful wife, Yvonne, will be hosting. We'll be doing a panel. That's next Thursday. Next Thursday, not this Thursday, but next Thursday. We'll be doing a panel. It's called Building Multi-Generational Wealth in a Pandemic World. Building Multi-Generational Wealth in a Pandemic World. 6 to 7 p.m. Central. 6 to 7 p.m. Central next Thursday on Zoom. It's virtual. Text the word, Text the word generation. Text the word generation to 773-819-5675. 773-819-5675. With that being said, that is all for the show today, folks. I wanted you to get this information. I always love sharing information like this with people, right? So take action. Be the 10% of people that actually take action by listening. And how do I know this is true? Right now on Facebook, there's about 10 people listening right now as we speak. And there's one person that has actually texted the word money to 773-819-5675. One person, right? And then we wonder, why do 9 out of 10 small businesses fail within the first 5 years? And then 9 out of 10 after that fail the following 5 years. So 1 out of 100 businesses succeed in 10 years in business, right? 1 out of 100. When we say success, we mean you're a profitable business and you're actually doing something, right? You're actually making it. So it just goes to show you the statistics. We're living in the COVID-19 world. The world is fast changing. The world is moving. You got to take action today, right? You don't want to wait around. You don't want to sit around. Wait, let's wait till he does it. Let's wait till she. No. In today's day and society, you have to go out and get it on your own, or you might be left out. When the PPP loans came about, right? People knew about it, but they took action too late when the money ran out in the program, right? They even released the second round and then pretty much a third round, and those same people still slept. And those same people are texting me today, hey, do you still have PPP loans? Absolutely not. They're gone, right? Do you still have EIDL loans? Nope, they're gone. All right, so you want to take action now. You always want to do your research. You always want to make strategic decisions, but take action today and take it now. If you don't, the opportunities will be seized from you. And you can block your own blessings, right? That's part of our pastor's sermon yesterday. You can block your own blessings in life, right? If you're not taking action and if you're not following the steps, if you're not doing the things to get you to where you want to be. With that being said, thank you all for tuning in to WJC 98.3 FM Chicago. We're not on the radio today. However, we are still streaming the show Money Talks, where all we talk is money. With that being said, my name is Jeff Badu. Happy Valentine's Day. And I look forward to continuously and consistently delivering you all some content. We'll be back next week. See you guys. Hope you have a great rest of the evening. Thank you.